What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Today we're going to talk about these legal alternatives to steroids that you see places. And I actually got a email I'm looking at right now. And I think most people probably know, but I guess some people don't know, so that's why we're making this video. About these legal steroid alternatives, selling legal steroid alternatives. Now, I think I've talked about the only thing that I thought was a legal steroid alternative back in the day was Cybergenics. And that wasn't because of the pills and stuff that it came with and eyedroppers and shit. It was because it came with a workout and a diet. And if you did it all together, you would gain muscle and lose fat. It fucking worked. It was a brutally hard workout, if I remember correctly. I don't even think I ever did it right. But the people did get steroid-like effects from the whole program in general. So let me shut this phone off. It's fucking pinging like crazy. So nowadays, what they do is they bank on the younger kids of putting out supplements, okay? Supplements, not drugs, that bear the same names as anabolic steroids. So you get like Dianabol, but they spell it like Diana instead of B-O-L, B-A-L, Dianabol. Or in Anadrol, Anadral, Anadrol. Or Winstrol, it was Winsterol that they did it. And at first glance, you know, you go, wait a minute, these are actually steroids, but I can buy them. And then you start reading it, and like there's actually different supplements inside the product itself. Now, I fell prey to this like, shit, I can't remember how long ago it was. It was before I started taking steroids. So this, you're probably going back to 1995, maybe even 1994. And there was a two products that came in eyedroppers, which automatically looks like, oh shit, that must be like fucking like steroids, an eyedropper. I mean, it's medical. Like it's so much fucking, it's definitely so much stronger than anything in those pill bottles over there. And they were kept behind the counter, like in a glass fucking thing that the guy had to unlock, so because people were stealing them because they were so, okay, cool. So it was called Winsterol. Okay, it was E-R-O-L, sterol instead of Winstrol, and Anaver, A-N-A-V-E-R, Anaver. So they were close enough, and they looked like they had medical labels on them. Like it looked legitimately like it came from a pharmacy. And you had to shake this shit up, and it was all suspended in it. And the Winsterol, the suspension in the Winsterol looked like suspension in Winstrol. It really looked like it. Bought a couple of these things. I think they were about 50 bucks a piece. So you're going back to like when I was like 16 years old, 17 years old, spending a couple $100, which you don't really have when you're that age to begin with, and putting this stuff under your tongue. So you put the dropper under your tongue, and it says, you know, start out with, you know, X amount of milliliters, but I think the dropper was 1 milliliter. You put the milliliter on your tongue, let it sit for 15 seconds, then swallow, do not drink anything for 35 minutes. I had very specific like medical instructions and stuff. So I used this stuff, and then like I took the dose, and I went to the gym, and nothing happened. Of course, nothing happened. It wasn't like a pre-workout nowadays where you take it, you feel it right away to go to the gym to get a better workout. So next day comes, put the stuff under my tongue, nothing happens. Now, at this point, I didn't even realize that steroids don't work that fast. So about the 5th or 6th day, 2 eyedroppers of each under the tongue. Double the dosage, right? Next thing you know, I'm up to like 5 eyedroppers. Now I'm running through this shit like crazy. I'm just burning through this stuff because you only got so many doses. It's supposed to last like 30 days or 60 days or whatever it was. Burning through this shit like crazy. And next thing you know, I'm just like, I don't even know how much is left in the bottle. Let me just fucking pour it in my mouth. So I just was pouring the bottle in my mouth, taking doses of it that way. And nothing happened. Now I looked into it, you know, a little bit more. And what I found was it had dibengazide in it, which was coenzyme B12. Which was technically not, it was an anabolic like supplement that was being promoted back then. And the other one had something like Smilax in it, which was supposed to increase testosterone. So again, it had 2 herbs in it that, or 1 herb and 1 coenzyme in it that were supposed to be anabolic and were being freely marketed, you know, by other companies as Smilax and dibengazide, except that what they did was give it a brand name. And that would trick people into buying the product, because they wouldn't see the dibengazide or the Smilax, and they wouldn't look any further into it besides Winsterol and Anavar. And then next thing you know, you're just buying the same shit that you already knew didn't work, but you didn't fucking know it. So you got to be really careful with some of these products. Like, you know, if you're looking at a company that's telling you they have legal alternatives to steroids and the names of the products, they mimic steroids very, very similar, it's bullshit. If they tell you that they have a product in general that gets steroid-like effects, it's bullshit. If they're telling you it's the first true alternative to steroids, there hasn't been one found yet. It's bullshit. So be aware, customer alert, be aware. All these things are bullshit. Don't waste your money. You got your whey proteins, you got your creatines, you got your BCAAs, you got your basic staple supplements that will help you over time. But as far as these things that have steroid names and stuff on them, bullshit. Biotraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biotraining.com is a blog. It's the bullshit supplement bicep, and we're out.